Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. So the Hunter x Hunter collaboration has begun in Monster Strike, and then I will not be talking about the Hatcher monsters. Maybe you can check Scottnack or SF Gundam. But I will be making videos for each of the quests, because there are 4 different quests that we can play to make 5-star Max Lux. And then a lot of them are pretty good, so I think those are worth making videos about. The first one is for Kuroro, and then the gimmicks here are magic circles and then healing walls. There are no hearts here. So we want to bring characters with either null magic circle or with a 8-turn strike shot, so that we can use that every other turn to get resistance to the magic circles. And then to talk about the team that I'm using, my Max Luck is Mikomo Evolution. Just got her. She has an 8-turn null everything strike shot, so that'll be good for the magic circles. And then she's a Pierce, so that's easy for her to move around and then get people's bump combos out. Next up I'm using Shinji, the Water Transcendent form, and he was from the Evangelion collaboration, of course. He is a bounce. He has the Rebound Laser EL, which is very strong. And then the lock-on Pierce Wave, which is also very strong. And then a speed and power-up Strike Shot, which can also heal the Chick status if somehow I miss one of my other characters' gauge, or if they get the ability lock or something. Okay, next up I'm using Asuka, also from the Evangelion collaboration, the Transcendent form. Bounce with a null magic circle. And then she has a bump combo, the blast bump combo, and then the healing, and then the homing piercer. She has a meteor strike shot, which is good to take out lots of guys at once. And yeah, she and Shinji have the AT field, which acts as a barrier. It activates at the beginning of every stage and blocks maybe the first like 2,000 damage. Okay, and then yes, I do realize this is a difficult team to put together, especially since the Evangelion collaboration has finished. But there are other characters with null magic circle or 8-turn strike shots to use, so. And then my friend here is Kiss Kill Lila. She also has the null magic circle, a hit everybody meteor bump combo, plasma, and then a strike shot where she gets power up, and then does healing on teammates when she hits them. And that's useful here since there are no hearts. But yeah, basically all I am doing here is just getting out bump combos. And then here with a Mikomo, let's use her strike shot, get out those bump combos, and then get the immunity to the magic circles. Alright, so Shinji got the ability lock, so we don't want him to go over the magic circles, so we'll just do a left and right. And then this ninja seems to be pretty... It seems to have pretty high defense. So we want to definitely aim for the weak point. That's very easy to do with Shinji's laser, however. It's very thick. And then Asuka, she has the... I gave her the Spirit Crest, and she has Healing Wall Master. So every time she hits the healing wall, she'll get that little icon, and then get an extra 1,000 HP per hit. So that was pretty cool. I intended to use that in, you know, like Izanagi 0 or something. But it also came in handy here, so that's a nice bonus. Okay, here is the boss. My strategy doesn't really change though, just hit lots of guys and then get bump combos out. And then as for the character of Kuroro himself, he's interesting. He is a Dark Element with Pierce and Null Damage Wall. And yeah, I say this all the time, but any drop monster that is Pierce with Null Damage Wall is worth having and maybe making the Max Luck. His stats are low, and then he has a triple slayer, which is pretty cool. Means he can be useful in a number of quests. And then he has a breath bump combo, which is very strong already. And then a couple of those Slayers will go into there. And then his strike shot, I think this is how it works, but the first teammate that he hits, he will gain the Slayer for the element that character that he hit would have. So if Kuroro hit Asuka first, he would pick up Wood Slayer, for example. Wood Slayer M, actually. I think it's a 2 times multiplier. So that's pretty good. Depending on who you are using him with, you can make him stronger during his strike shot. Okay, once again, let's use Mikumo's strike shot. 8 turns, so we can use it every other turn. I also had Misaka from the Dengeki collaboration. She is a wood bounce with the 8-turn speed and power-up strike shot. But I'm a much bigger fan of Mikumo, so that's why I'm using her here. Okay, one more turn until the boss's super attack, but we should be able to get through it. Very good. Okay, last stage. Let's start using strike shots. Would have been nice to have started with Asuka, since she has a meteor strike shot, so she can get rid of lots of guys at once. And then it's a chain meteor as well, so the more guys she hits, the more damage it will do. Unfortunately, I will take down some guys the next turn. So here with Shinji, let's use his speed and power up. He has nobody's in chick form or has any status ailments, so we won't get that benefit. But we will get the damage, so that's good enough. And I've been really liking Shinji lately. I used him for Izanami, of course. I'm using him in Kain, and he's been very good in there. And then when I farm the normal quests, the dark one, I always use him, and he's pretty great. Alright, so that was Asuka's meteor. Didn't do a ton of damage because there weren't a lot of guys on screen, but it did enough. And then finally, let's use Kiss Kill Leela Strike Shot for the power-up, and then get some hits in on the weak point, and then clear the stage. Okay, so that was Kuroro, and then of the 4 Max Lux that you can make for this Hunter x Hunter collaboration, I would say he's on kind of the lower priority list, but I don't have a dark element pierce null damage wall, so I might go ahead and make him. And then his triple slayer is cool, and then his bump combo is fun, the breath. So maybe I'll look into doing that. Okay, good luck with that, and we'll see you again. Take care.